I've heard that we are the or rather the only single black-owned manufacturing facility in Europe. I've heard that. I've heard that we are the only black-owned drinks manufacturing company in the UK. I've heard, or we know that we are the #1 craft soft drinks manufacturers in the UK. For our brand and a variety of other brands. So we now champion a position in the market that is very different from any other position out there in the industry, and the opportunity is just going to keep growing as long as we're here to keep moving things forward.
Amos Madra.
Hello and a warm welcome. I am joined by Rafael Ogunrinde, who is the director and founder of Calyx. So, Raf, your story is an incredible story. From childhood to where you are today. This didn't just happen. From the drinks that your mother made for you to where you are today as a business owner. Talk to us about that journey. Talk to us about from as a child when your mum used to make those drinks for you.
Hi, Amos. Thanks very much for having me on the program today, and thank you for the opportunity to talk about growth and where we are currently. The brand Calyx started from products being made by mom back in the day when we're growing up, and obviously from my own educational background as well in microbiology and brewing with food quality management. For me, it's one of those products. I mean, hibiscus. We started off with hibiscus as a product, and it's one of those products from the the Black community. We can say comfortably that it's one of those herbs, spices, or in our case, flowers that we all grew up with, known as Zobo in Nigeria, known as Zobolo in Ghana, known as sorrel in the Caribbean, known as Bissap in the other parts of Africa, known all over the world with different names. But for us as a brand, our product offering started off with hibiscus, and I used my educational background to create a unique craft brewing process, which is very unique in the industry, to add a bit of innovation to how these products are made in the UK, and to add more value to it, really, regarding how it gets made at home. So we've been able to now take that from original recipe of mom to creating a variety of other brands in the market, other products in the market, both for ourselves as Calyx Drinks and for other brands as well.
Fascinating. Talk to us about this story between mum brewing and you going into the industry. How did that happen? Was it coincidental, or was there that direct link from the days when mum used to make the drinks?
I think a bit of both, really. Coincidental and obviously it's direct link from my educational background, but it all happened, I guess, as a product that was always consumed. Is something. I'm a passionate person about food and drink. I cook and I make a variety of portions in our home. So it was one of those things that when I got into uni, while I was doing my first degree, I always used to take it to school. And with friends, when it comes to mine, we always mix up a variety of different portions of drinks. And the guys, especially, always found that after we mix up a portion and we drink with our alcohol, we don't get hangovers the next day, or even if we do, usually very slight hangovers, or we drink more of those portions in the morning and we'll be absolutely fine. And that just generated that idea where friends especially, will always say, dude, this thing is so cool, you need to make it into business. And that went on until one evening back in 2013, 2014, hanging out with a few friends, and everybody was like, dude, that drink you used to make, we were at a club actually having a few drinks, and we were having to queue all the time to get to the barman. And some of my friends are like, dude, that drink that you make or that variety of drinks that you make, if you actually start selling them behind the bar, we would be VIPs and won't have to queue up to go and get these drinks. So why don't you get on selling them? So it was more of a topic of conversation through the evening. Getting on for me that myself that day, I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I took the idea to Chester University, pitched it to the management at Now Food Center there. And I was assigned 2 amazing technologists that work closely with me with my background as well to be able to create a unique 2 products to start with. And I wanted to keep it authentic. I wanted to keep it natural. So I insisted on the specific manufacturing process that we wanted to use to manufacture. Fast forward a couple of years, I went to a variety of manufacturers all around the UK, and I couldn't find any way to actually make it a natural way. And the obvious best option, really, after a lot of conversations with industry giants, was to set up a small facility, make it myself with a small team of people, and start selling into stores. And that's how we got ourselves into some of the stores that we are in now. And obviously, that's how we are able to become a manufacturer ourselves.
And it's grown globally. It's not just UK based. You are in other parts of the world. You're in North America, you're in Africa, in Europe, and yeah, talk to us about that journey.
It's been an incredible journey, not without massive assistance of a great team that we have at Calyx Drinks, and obviously friends, families, well wishers back and forth all over the region have been very supportive to get us to where we are now. Yes, we're in the UK. We're not everywhere in the UK yet. We're in the US. We're not everywhere in the US yet, and we've only just started doing small shipments into the US last year. Small or really tiny shipments into the EU, and early footprints into the UAE market, or the Middle East market as well, to be more broad around the regions of Qatar, Oman, Kuwait, and places like that we're currently finalizing exports into. But our journey really has been a lot around persistence. It has been a lot around being innovative, creative, and being open to criticism, being open to suggestions, being able to adapt to the changing climate. Pandemic hasn't been great for a lot of people. We're still edging our way out of the challenges of the pandemic, open up till date. So it's been an incredible journey of a lot of collaborations and working together with different partners.
What's really interesting is, as a group of guys with your friends, you're in the bar, you're chilling, having a good time, and the topic of conversation is, yeah, why don't you, go and do this? And most people have that conversation whilst they're drunk, and worse for wear, the next day they get rid of the idea, like, forget that, what were you even talking about, and then move on. But you didn't. You caught that vision and you run with it, and you've been running with it ever since. Talk to us about that process of, wait, hang on, this could actually work, to putting pen to paper and seeing the fruits of your labor.
Yeah, I think for me, it's been about being able to change the narrative. It's been able to make an impact in the industry. I've got a background in food and drink. I studied food and drink. I've worked within the industry for over 15 years, working in a variety of different food and drink category in the UK and abroad. And for me, I think one of the core things for me was the saying from the industry that you couldn't do things the way we do things. For someone from African background and coming up with ways of how we do things at home, how our parents and grandparents did things from back in the day, and having worked in the industry for so long. I thought it would be a walk in the park to be able to go to any manufacturer and say, guys, this is how we do it in Africa. This is how our parents do it. We would love to do it here and bring natural produce to people. And to be told, no, you cannot do it that way. It's not possible for it to be done that way, or it will cost, so much to do it that way. There's no business case for it to be done that way. Therefore, you have to do it this other way, which is the mainstream way. And For me, having my background and wanting to provide people with 100% natural products without preservatives, without extracts, being authentic to taste, authentic to natural flavors. It was something I've always been passionate about, being from somebody, from a family that we cook everything from scratch. Basically, I was thinking, how can we actually get drinks from scratch to consumers without having to either adulterate it or add some form of extracts and stuff like that. So, and keeping it authentic. If we say it's got rose, hibiscus, you name it, ginger, we want it to be the real stuff, not the extract or the concentrate of it. Or stuff like that. How do we do that? So for me, it was about changing that narrative and making the impossible possible, really. So I had to dig deep, and when the opportunity came for it to become a business, I obviously had to wear a lot of hats. I had to look at the innovative side of things, the creative side of things. I had to adapt what was already existing out there into ways how things were done from for 100 years. I had to look at how to present that to this current millennium in a innovative way, and which is what we've been able to do. A fusion of African products with European products slash Western products, if I can put it that way. Raw materials, ingredients, processes, and be able to create product that stay true to who we are, and stay true to the natural elements that product can actually have as a finished material.
Yeah, Raphael, your story is incredible, fascinating in so many ways. I think about the resilience, the no's that you must have had, the endless no's, but to believe in a product so much so to say that I know what this product is worth and I know what could come from it. Those no's could have just, you could have said, that's it, fair enough. I've tried, it's not going to work, back to my day job. But the resilience, the determination to make a way forward, to pioneer and change things, talk to us about the dark days where you had to pull yourself up and say, this is worth pursuing.
Those days never go. There are always happy and sad days in business, even with the giants in the industry. Especially when it comes to manufacturing in particular, there are always bottlenecks will always happen, challenges will always happen. It's about being able to look at problems, find corrective action, implement them, and we also revisit them all the time to make sure they don't continue or repeat itself as much as possible. I think for me, I've been very lucky to have worked within the industry for so long and worked across different product categories for so long, across different companies, that I've been able to work with amazing people that's been able to teach me and make me understand the importance of being able to, one, adapt, and being able to face challenges head on, no matter how big or small they are. And for me, as a person, as I mentioned earlier, changing that narrative and changing that notion that things couldn't be done the natural way or the way we do things was something that I had to dig deep and be creative and, as you mentioned there as well, be persistent about. This industry that we're in, FCMG, or food industry in particular, slash drinks industry to be specific, is a very challenging industry. There's a lot of products out there with a lot of finance and backings and a lot of marketing spend behind them. And if one is not able to be very ready, then we could easily be swept away. But for me, I think the courage of that people have been able to offer, the feedback we've been able to hear from a lot of consumers has been part of the engine to be able to keep driving us. That last year has opened into another opportunity within what we do, where we now actually take the technology that we now have and the expertise that we have to being able to help other brands as well. So towards the end of last year, we started getting loads of calls from other up-and-coming brands or existing brands. Some of them are actually bigger than we are in the market that have been looking for ways to manufacture their product naturally, or looking for ways to increase shelf life in their product, looking for ways to retain color naturally, looking for ways to keep authentic taste in finished product naturally. They start coming to us, and a variety of reasons. They start coming to us and asking, who made our product for us, and we go like, we do it ourselves. I'm like, you're kidding me? Can you help us out? So that's how we're now taking that expertise that we've been able to, perfect over the last 5-6 years. And we're now using it to help a variety of other brands, which is now allowing the market to actually have more natural products, more competitive products, more products that offer health and wellness to consumers in the UK and in other parts of the world. That's been the push really for me to be able to keep doing this.
And absolutely, you've changed the narrative. You've changed the perspective of many businesses who look at perhaps a young black male who's wanting to go into this industry more seriously. Am I right to say that you are one of two black men running businesses like this right across Europe?
I've heard that. I don't know how. I've not been able to spend enough time to research that well enough yet, to be honest with you. But I've heard that we are the single, or rather the only black-owned, single black-owned manufacturing facility in Europe. I've heard that. I've heard that we are the only black-owned drinks manufacturing company in the UK. I've heard, or we know that we are the #1 craft soft drinks manufacturers in the UK for our brand and a variety of other brands. So we now champion a position in the market that is very different from any other position out there in the industry. And the opportunity is just going to keep growing as long as we're here to keep moving things forward.
And what's the plans for the future? What do you plan to do? Do you want to obviously grow into more markets? You said Asia, Africa, maybe. Are you looking at partnering with other individuals to grow the brand?
Yeah. This year for us has been all about collaborations and partnerships. This year for us is about growth. It's about being able to pair and look at how we can help a variety of other brands, either by offering our products in our own brand, either by manufacturing for other brands, either by developing products in a natural way for other brands, either by fulfilling products into the market for other brands. For us, really, it's all about how do we key into an existing sector? How do other sectors or other companies or other brands key into our unique product manufacturing process and systems? And for us, really, it's all about being able to provide consumers with natural, healthy products that would overall help their well-being and add value to them. For us, it's not about just providing people with products to consume because it sounds good. It's about being able to add value to the consumer and being able to impact positive health, positive wealth, positive wellness to people in their everyday life.
Absolutely. Now, we have a lot of thirsty listeners and viewers who want to get hold of your drinks. How can they connect with you? How can they purchase Calyx Drinks?
So we're available in selected Waitrose stores. We're available in selected John Lewis stores. We're available in selected Boots stores, Boots, BOOTHS stores. And obviously, digitally, we're available online at www.calyxdrinks.co.uk. At the shop, we're available on Amazon. We're available in quite a few retail stores in London, in the north of England, and obviously in between as well. So you can readily find us around key stores in the UK, and you can find us in a lot of natural online stores all around the UK.
Absolutely. And I have had your drinks, and my goodness, are they something? I won't say anymore. I'll leave it there. But it is absolutely something just very refreshing. and I absolutely enjoy them. So thank you so much. Thank you, Raphael.
Thank you very much, Amos. Thanks for having me.
If you want some amazing inspiration, check out the videos next to me, and I'll see you right there.